Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Bridge coming to you here today, coming down for the San Francisco 49ers football game. Just ended momentarily ago, 1-0. Niners moving on. Let's get ready to roll. Tomorrow is going to be a big edition of Monday Night Raw. I've talked about this in a few videos. They're really going to need to start pushing what is WrestlePalooza and WWE moving over to the ESPN app now that the Peacock experience is all but over, besides for Saturday night's main events. You really haven't heard ESPN talking about the fact of like how many people have signed up to be subscribers. You haven't really talking about like a big push of like how successful this whole deal is. And I think that WWE bringing the PLEs to ESPN is one of the big acquisitions that they thought was going to get people to go sign up for this whole deal. I haven't heard a whole lot of people thinking that the college football experience, or today with the pro football experience, that this ESPN app makes it any easier to watch football. We'll have to see really what goes down. But, we know Brock Lesnar is going to be making his appearances on SmackDown. We're not looking for John Cena to be there. I don't even know if Cena is going to be on these next two Raws leading up until WrestlePalooza, or if it's all going to be on Brock to sort of support the push to get us there. Tomorrow, more than likely going to be seeing something with Jimmy and Jey Uso, and the Usos fully reuniting their tag team to go up against Braun and Bronson. And then the one match that WWE has announced that they put out there is freaking El Grande Americano versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles is finally going to get his hands on El Grande Americano. There's sort of been like a little bit of team outside of Judgment Day with Dominic Mysterio and El Grande Americano, where AJ can't seem to get them both in the same place at the same time because he's having a match against Dom, and El Grande Americano comes down, interferes in the match. And we really haven't even seen anything to where there was 3 El Grande Americanos a while ago. Maybe it's because Raw is significantly shorter at 2.5 hours. Maybe there's less matches. Maybe they're using people a little bit less. But it seems like a lot of storylines, like the main storylines, really get pushed. And you really care about those. But the minor storylines, like this kind of like El Grande Americano, AJ Styles deal, kind of gets lost in the shuffle. We see Judgment Day all the time. But with Raw and SmackDown in the past, this sort of thing would kind of be shinsed together in a few weeks and then put onto a pay-per-view, and we would have been there. But I'll tell you this much. Since Ludwig Kaiser took over the El Grande Americano, since Gable got injured, I thought that they were really hitting a home run. And El Grande Americano really hasn't been used in a singles match in a long time. And I think that this gimmick is more fun when there's wrestling involved. So I'm glad to be seeing him wrestle against AJ. I don't know if that means that the Intercontinental title is out of the dreams of AJ Styles, and it just moved on to the last guy that interviewed in his last match. There was lots of AJ Styles retirement news over the week on a lot of different sites. I didn't click the story, so I don't really know what it says, if we're in the last year or if he signed his last contract or this, that, and the other. I only really care what I'm seeing out there. AJ Styles has been a main guy on TV since the late 2000s in WCW, when he first broke out with him and Air Paris in that tag team in the dying days of WCW. So I understand. I mean, the guy's career has been longer than John Cena. They've wrestled 2 different styles of matches. When it's AJ's time, it's AJ's time. I know that he broke in when he was young, but he's been around, honestly, forever. This could be a big match. As of right now, it's the only match that they put out there, but El Grande versus AJ. I hope that AJ gets a win, but I think in a long line of what they've been doing as of late, I think AJ's just going to get beat through some shenanigans, and he's going to be on the chase for either him or Dom soon.